Bill O'Reilly here, Friday, December 17th, 2021. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update. Here's what's happening this week in America. Some colleges cancel class because of COVID. Mayor de Blasio unveils yet another vax mandate. New study claims America's political polarization at a tipping point. The White House releases thousands of classified documents about the JFK assassination. Also, listeners, sound off. But first, prominent colleges closing campuses to slow the spread of COVID. Princeton, Cornell, NYU urging students to head home as soon as possible for the holidays. All three schools report vaccination rates above 98%. That's everybody. Syracuse, Notre Dame, Boston U also ordering all students and staffers to get booster shots before returning next year. New York Mayor de Blasio, who's out in about 2 weeks, releasing new details of his latest vax mandate. It never ends here in New York. Anyone working in the city has to receive their first injection of the vaccination by December 27th. They must confirm their second vax 45 days later. Children as young as 5 also required to provide proof of vaccination before entering any restaurant or store in the city. Critics say the rules impact minority communities and small businesses the most. De Blasio doesn't care. He's leaving office January 1st. Eric Adams becomes the new mayor, and we hope Adams does not continue the madness. Study from Cornell says the country's political polarization could be approaching the point of no return. According to researchers, the divisions in America run so deep, they may be impossible to overcome. 52% of young voters now believe democracy is either failing or in trouble. Just 7% say the USA is a healthy democracy. More than a third of younger people predict a civil war in their lifetime. The National Archives releasing 1,500 documents related to the assassination of JFK. The records available at the Archives website. Conspiracies surround the murder, as you know. Since the shooting in Dallas back in 1963, Gallup conducts an annual poll on the assassination. 61% of Americans believe, quote, Oswald did not act alone. Well, if you really want to know the truth, read my book, Killing Kennedy. We lay it out for you. In a moment, listeners have their say. Are you looking for your next investment? Bill O'Reilly here. There are 8 reasons to look at the NRIA Real Estate Development Fund. Stable monthly cash flow payouts with double-digit targeted bonus returns. They strategically develop in lower-risk, high-demand neighborhoods. Prime new construction, short on supply, and high on demand right now. Diversification and safety from stock market risk. They have a short and long-term strategy for returns today and down the road. Specifically designed pandemic-hardened buildings. They are 15-year industry leaders with a proven track record. So, if you have been sitting on the sidelines or want to diversify, start your due diligence at nria.net or call 800-800-1414. That's easy, 800-800-1414.
An offer of securities is only made by the NRIA Private Placement Memorandum. Read it first. Past performance does not guarantee future results. NRIA is a real estate development firm. Learn more at nria.net.
Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day. Listeners, sound off. We do this each Friday. You can reach me, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com. Bill at BillO'Reilly.com. Name and town if you wish to opine. So first letter comes from Wes in Racine, Wisconsin. Bill, dig deeper. Why is the media so corrupt? Specifically, ideology. Wes, it's a simple play. Most people running the corporate media outlets are ardently liberal, and they hire other people who see the world as they do. This has been going on for decades, but it has reached critical mass now because there are no rules anymore. You can lie in the media. You can smear. If the person's famous, the person can't sue. And the media knows that. You can distort, you can ignore important stories. Just this week, the inflation numbers, record high inflation numbers, that story was ignored by the nightly newscasts on ABC, CBS, and NBC. It is unbelievable. And it's all ideology. Those network chieftains want to protect the Biden administration. Martin Teaneck, New Jersey. O'Reilly, why can't we pass a criminal libel law to curb fake news? Because the Constitution specifically gives the press the right to say pretty much what it wants without government interference. Now, there are libel laws on the books, but again, if you are famous, if you are a politician, you don't have the same rights as a regular person. And we need to change it. That law, Martin, could change. We could do what the British do, and we should, because the press is out of control. John, Savannah, Georgia. I'm surprised that Hillary Clinton is testing the waters to jump back into politics when the Durham investigation has tied her so closely to the bogus Russian collusion hoax. What you probably are considering, John, is that the Durham investigation will be accurately reported when it is finally laid out there. It will not be. It will be ignored by much of the media. Hillary Clinton knows that. Hillary Clinton knows if she wants to run for president again, because Biden and Harris are doing so poorly, the press will largely protect her. She knows that. Judy, Clarendon, North Carolina. Bill, I'd like to wish you a Merry Christmas and thank you for working so hard to bring us a valid source of news. Hey, Judy, that's very, very nice of you. And I return the wishes to you and everybody listening to the O'Reilly Update. You know, Christmas, I'm going to get away from it all. I'm just not going to do the media thing for maybe 3 or 4 days because it's corrosive. It's not in the spirit of goodwill toward men, is it? So I'm going to enjoy my Christmas. I'm going to take a lot of naps, listen to a lot of Christmas songs, give a lot of presents, and I hope you do too. I'm Bill O'Reilly. I approve the message by putting it together, and you can always reach me on BillO'Reilly.com. In a moment, something you might not know. Folks, everything's getting more expensive. We're in the biggest economic crisis since 2008, with a government that is spending out of control. Consumer prices the highest we've seen in 30 years. Inflation is here. So while paper money could eventually decline in value, you must consider real tangible things that will always maintain their value. How do you protect your money, your retirement, your savings? With American Hartford Gold. They will show you how to hedge your hard-earned savings against inflation by diversifying a portion of your portfolio into physical gold and silver. So please give them a call, and they'll have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your IRA or 401k. Please tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you, and you may get up to $1,500 of free silver on your first order. Call 877-444-GOLD, 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. 877-444-GOLD, text GOLD to 65532. Now the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. New Year's Eve rapidly approaching. 2021 will go down in history for COVID, the January 6th Capitol riot, the inauguration of Joe Biden, and the rise of cancel culture. All these events sparked some pretty dopey commentary, and here are a few of the worst quotes of the year. January 6th, Bette Midler on the riots. This is a coup. Look what the criminal Donald Trump has brought to this nation. Miss Midler, known for her inflammatory far-left rhetoric. March 9th, New York Times columnist Charles Blow accuses cartoon skunk Pepe Le Pew of promoting rape. Quote, he grabs girls repeatedly without consent. Calm down, Charles. It's a cartoon. May 5th, Washington, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser bans dancing at weddings. You can have friends and family, But you have to sit down, said the mayor. June 8th, Vice President Harris defends not visiting the U.S.-Mexico border after being appointed the border czar by Joe Biden. Said Ms. Harris, quote, "Well, I haven't been to Europe either." Very good. July 8th, President Biden says the Taliban takeover of Afghanistan is not inevitable. Very good, Mr. Biden. Of course, Afghanistan fell just a month later. September 28th, Terry McAuliffe to Virginia voters, quote, "I don't think parents should be telling schools what they should teach," unquote. McAuliffe got his butt kicked in the Virginia gubernatorial election. October 14th, a Seattle elementary school principal banned Halloween. Quote, "The pumpkin parade marginalizes students of color who do not celebrate the holiday," unquote. December 7th, Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot blames store owners for all the criminality. Quote, "I'm disappointed they're not doing more to take safety and make it a priority," said Mayor Lightfoot. And on December 9th, Black Lives Matter LA chapter blames police for the Jussie Smollett hate crime hoax. Those are some of the worst quotes of the year. Now this. When I asked why Delta Rescue is the largest care-for-life animal sanctuary in the world, founder Leo Grillo gave me an interesting answer. He said that in America, on average, people keep their pets for only 2.5 years. 2.5 years. Then many of these pets are dumped. If all the dogs and cats Mr. Grillo has rescued from abandonment in the wilderness were adopted, then 2.5 years later, these beautiful animals would lose their homes once again after all they've been through. Delta Rescue cares for 1,500 rescued dogs, cats, and horses and provides full-time care with their animal hospital open 365 days a year. Now, that's a lot of money, and Delta relies solely on donations from you to continue saving lives. So if you'd like to help, please go to deltarescue.org/bill, press the green donate button. Please give as much as you can. That's deltarescue.org/bill. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.